If you're overthinking immigration before your first international trip, here are a few things I wish somebody told me. This isn't about guaranteeing that you'll pass immigration, by the way. Nobody can promise that. These are just things that help me prepare better, stress less, and travel more confidently. By the way, I'm Krong. I make videos that help you make the most of your adventures. Tip number one, choose an easy first destination. If this is your first time traveling abroad, I wouldn't choose a country that is not a common destination for Filipinos. It can seem a bit suspicious, for example, if your first country is like in the Middle East, or one of the STAN countries, or a country that requires a visa, or a country that is not a common tourist destination. All of those are basically red flags, and the IO might not let you through. I've seen cases online about that where people chose a more difficult or unique first country and they were not allowed to pass immigration. Instead, go somewhere that's relatively straightforward and beginner friendly. Countries like Taiwan, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Singapore are popular choices also because a lot of Filipinos are already going there for vacation. The goal isn't to just have a great first trip, it's also to start building your travel history. Once you've successfully traveled and returned, this will help for future trips. Tip number two, make sure your name appears somewhere in your trip documents. This is especially important if you're traveling with friends. Sometimes one person will book everything on Klook, the attractions, transfers, SIM cards, and while that's convenient, it also means none of the other travelers have their names on the bookings. If possible, spread the bookings around. Maybe one friend can book the SIM card, another can book the attraction, another books the airport transfer, so everyone's name appears somewhere in the trip. You can also opt to just book things individually as well. I say this because one of my friends almost didn't get through immigration during our first group trip because she didn't really have anything connecting her to the trip. The only booking with her name on it was one of our SIM card orders, and once the officer saw that, they finally let her through. Tip number three, know your own trip. Even if you're not the one planning everything, study the itinerary and keep copies of the documents. I had a friend who relied entirely on us to plan everything and she just wanted to follow along, but during immigration, she couldn't answer some of the basic questions and ended up getting referred for a second interview. She didn't even prepare any of the travel documents. Thankfully, we were still nearby, so the officers asked us directly for the bookings and itinerary, and after we gave it to them, she eventually got through. But the officer warned us and told us that next time she should be prepared. So don't just trust your one travel planner friend that has everything covered. Make sure you know your own trip too and you have your own documents. Tip number four, be honest and don't overcomplicate your answers. If your trip is genuinely just for vacation, then just say that. Immigration officers go through a lot of people in a single day. They're trained to notice inconsistencies, people who are hiding something, or stories that just don't add up. Give simple, direct answers and only answer what is being asked. I know it's tempting to explain your whole life story because you're nervous, but sometimes less is more. Don't overshare unless they ask for more details. Also, don't just give them a stack of documents the moment you walk up to the counter. Present documents only when they're requested or when they are relevant. Tip number five, prepare everything. Personally, I only print my flight and hotel bookings while everything else stays on my phone, but I have it prepared. Those are PDFs of my activities, screenshots of my bookings, my itinerary, and a folder or album with everything else I think I might need. If I'm traveling with friends, I'm even ready to show our group chat where we plan the trip. Usually the group chat name is also named after the destination and year, which helps prove that it's a legit trip. I'm also prepared to show proof of my business, my relationships with the people I'm traveling with, future bookings in the Philippines, or anything else that helps show that my trip is for legitimate reasons and I will go back home. I'd rather have it prepared and not need it than need it and not have it. Tip number six, don't let social media scare you. I think a lot of first-time travelers get so nervous and overthink because of what they see online. It feels like everyone gets offloaded and it happens a lot. But remember, people are more likely to post when something goes wrong than when everything just goes smoothly. So don't just overthink and binge watch those videos. Use them as lessons. Ask yourself what you can learn from it and then prepare accordingly. At the end of the day, nobody can guarantee that you will pass immigration. Even some people who have travel histories are not able to pass. But being prepared, understanding your own trip, answering honestly, and staying calm and collected will always put you in a better position rather than going there unprepared. Hopefully this video helped ease some of your worries. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments. I always try to reply. And follow me for more travel guides and practical tips.